morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's going on, everybody? Sunday morning. Well, yeah, I guess it's technically still Sunday morning for me. Little pop-up stream, new camera angle. You can tell me what you think about it. Whole reason for this new camera angle is because previously I had the camera straight in front of me. Maybe if I show the overhead, it'll make sense. I had the camera straight in front of me. And then my computer was this way, to the right. So I was constantly wanting to adjust the camera, but when I was working, doing this. And when I'm doing that and facing that way, or any angle really, it just like hurts my neck. So this way, I can turn and address you, but the main purpose, like I probably spend less time just staring at the camera than I do working in the DAW, right? So now I've got the computer dead set in front of me, eye level. I think it's gonna work out just great. But hello, thank you all for being here. Who's here already? We have Ignacio, Opal Rider, White, Ryukichi, what's going on? Musica is back. Thank you for being here. Haven't seen y'all since last year. Well, welcome back. Frederick is here. Thanks for being here. Lower the music volume too loud. Got you. I got you. I probably didn't adjust it on this. Oh yeah, it's louder than I usually have it. Got it. Love my streams. Thank you so much. Current Urban, sup. Musica End, of course, I remember you. Shri John, thank you for being here. What's good? Joshua Ramirez. Hey, I want to make some lo-fi beats today. We did a couple. I feel like the past few streams have been very focused on certain things, right? We did the splice stream where I made 5 beats in an hour, which I actually just uploaded a video today if you all want to watch it. If you don't want to watch a whole 2-hour long stream of the process of that, if you want to just watch a short video and what it was like to make 5 beats in an hour, I literally just posted that today. So head to my head to the main channel page, check out the videos, and you can see that. Where is it, that pop song you were doing? Where is that pop song you were doing? I'm not sure. Which pop song? Nice sunny day in Iowa. IA is Iowa? Oh, LA. Yes, it is a nice sunny day in LA. And actually the difference, I was inspired by the sunlight today. Let's just say that. I've got the window open, which I normally don't have because I like to control the light. And the studio actually has the best lighting in the whole apartment. So I wake up, I come to the studio, and it's just like this bright, sunny situation. Hard not to get inspired. So that's why I want to make specifically some Sunday afternoon lo-fi. So hopefully you all want to hang around today. I see a question about produce this kind of music. What keyboard you recommend? There's no keyboard that specifically fits a certain genre. Not a question you have to ask. Just pick a keyboard. General MIDI controller questions. I've done all the comparisons that you can see. They're all available. All the information you need to answer that question is available to you. It's just about taking in all that information and synthesizing it for your personal situation. So don't worry about people. I perpetuated this situation. I created this situation. So guess what? I'm dealing with it. You don't have to. Don't agonize over the choice of the gear. Keyboard, controller, doesn't matter. Find the one that you think looks cool. Find the one that comes in the color you like. Find the one that works with the program you want. Whatever it may be, just pick one and start making music. Do you need to know how to play piano to be a good music producer? What do you think the answer to that question is? How many music producers have you watched that are like super proficient piano players? And also, what do you mean know how to play piano? Do I know how to play like Beethoven? Do I know how to play basic chords? Will playing keyboard help you? Of course. You don't need me to answer that question. You don't need me to answer that question. Make an inference. Go watch 10 videos with your favorite music producers. Do some of them play keyboard in those videos? Yes, no. If they do play keyboard, to what extent do they play? Are they like ripping and rolling on scales and runs and licks? Or are they just playing some basic chords like me? Like, I know how to play a bit of keyboard. I'm not an expert, you know? Like with anything, I just feel like the question, and you probably didn't mean it this way, but a lot of times these questions are rooted in like, can I do this by doing less work? Like, do I have to learn this thing to do this thing? It's like, technically, no. Nobody has to do anything. Will playing keyboard help you? Yes. You know what I mean? It's that simple. All right, we came here to make some music, though, chat. Of course, I will answer questions along the way. We're working with Ableton Live today, as usual. And I've got my Launch Key 37 here. This has been kind of my go-to keyboard lately. I think 37 keys is nice for fitting on the desk, and I also and being able to play like full-out chords. I also just love like quickly working with transport controls, record, play, stop, capture, MIDI, all that. You know how it goes. Man, Sunday crowd hit different, says Bishop 91. Yes, I kind of like this little experimentation of just doing random pop-up streams, because seeing like who shows up to what, like, just so you all know, we definitely stream every Thursday. We stream every Thursday, without a doubt. You can count on me Thursdays at 12 p.m. PST. Is that correct? Is that what time I stream at? And that's always fun. We're always making music on the Thursday streams. We will also have a call-in show on Tuesday. So if you want to call in and ask questions for TAETRO Talks on Tuesday, we'll do that once a month now. You can do that. Oh, look, my mom is in the chat. And then I've just been doing these pop-up streams. Like, I've been doing them on Thursday nights. I'm doing one today because I just felt like making music. So why not keep doing it? Bishop says, I enjoy the pop-ups. Yeah. I wonder if you all like, I don't know. It's nice to have the surprise of it. And then it's also nice to have a couple steady scheduled streams. So I've got this piano loaded here. This is the soft piano by Spitfire Audio Labs, which is completely free. My dad has joined the chat now. I will take a key signature from the chat. First one I see. Hello, Saru. Last day on the beach, indeed. Coming back to 3 feet of snow. F minor was the first one I saw. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get this going here. The only drawback about this keyboard is it doesn't completely fit. All right, volume-wise, I know we need a little more volume on the keyboard, my friends. This soft piano is indeed soft. Should we throw it to a little more reverb as well? I think we're probably good. Quick question, what's up with Go Crazy Majesty? We'll answer that in a minute. The one thing I don't have hooked up right now is a sustain pedal, which I would really like. So for this playing right now, but I'm not going to get up and. Let's do that. It's kind of like sad, but I think I'm down for it. What's that tempo? 1, 2, 3, 4. That was really slow, huh? It's probably more like 100. Digit, why did you have to uninstall Complete 13? I would love to hear. What's up, Andre? Did YouTube help you become yourself? Wow, that's a deep question. I think yes. Just in the way that it is an artistic form of expression, you know? That's it right there with that B flat in the bass. All right, let's play this. That's in focus, right? Yep, okay. So right from the keyboard, click on. All right, so obviously I left a couple notes out there, but let's just jump in and make some adjustments. Just that little difference the second time around with the C on top. Oh gosh. And now we have a kind of chord progression here to build off of our track. I think to answer that question, Kari, a little bit better, the thing about a medium like YouTube is it's about documentation, right? So I'm able to literally look back and see what I was doing 5 years ago. Right, exactly what you're saying, Kari, just now in chat. You said, I notice your evolution over time. I'm happy to see you. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that and appreciating that. But for anybody, like for you all out there, it's so hard to reflect and see your progress if you haven't indeed been documenting it in some way. Like, of course, if you're making tracks, you can go back and listen to a track from a year ago, but especially having this like public record of everything I've done, it's crazy. So it does help you give yourself that pat on the back, which we often do not give ourselves as artists, I would say. All right, where's the missing note? There it is. Right here. All right. Hi, Adi. Please don't spam the chat. Hey, what's up, Andreas? Only following you for a couple months, but I'm glad I did. I'd really like to know eventually, how do you actually use a sustain pedal as a loop station? I got plenty of videos on that, Andreas. Don't wait for me to tell you. I have like several videos on how to do that. You can find them on the channel. I open a drum rack and switch the launch key to drum, but it still won't work. I'm newer to Ableton. Don't know how much I can help you. However, make sure in preferences you go to MIDI and that your launch key is properly selected. It should match this. Don't ask me to explain all this. Screenshot it if you have to. And then when you arm a drum rack, which we're probably going to get into making some drums right now, so that's a good segue. Make sure the drums are armed, so you have that little red right there. It could be faded red or bright red. Go ahead and put your launch key into drum mode. As you say, this is session mode, this is drum mode. And now you can even see as I'm pushing that button, this box is lighting up. It just works. I was working on a lo-fi beat too. Maybe you're going to help as an inspiration to finish it. Maybe. Let's see what we can do. Let's add a bit more space to this. I think I want to add a quick field recording just to give this some character. I love these waves. I need to, so some of you know that I have a van because I've done some videos in the van and I want to do more, but it's been in repair for like the past month and I just recently kind of got it back. And I really need an excuse to go do some trips. So I might be doing some more stuff from the road if possible. Finding some inspiring areas and whatnot. Good, I'm just gonna crop in on that a little bit because it's that big wind burst. And sometimes for a field recording like this, I will add a gentle reverb or something. Not to make it sound like the field recording is in a big reverby space, but just to make the loop a little less noticeable. Obviously that compression is giving it a little volume as well. Have you ever used field recordings in a rhythmic way? Sometimes that can be fun for sure. I think that's a really interesting way. Usually I just use them as sort of like backgrounds, that kind of thing. I'm talking about you as a person self-evolving. Your style has changed. Yes, for sure. As will everybody's, right? Hello, Allison. Hello, Cortisi. I don't know what that question means. Intel i5, 16 gigabyte necessary to work properly. 16 gigabyte RAM is probably overkill for you, especially if you're just starting, but the Intel i5 is a little sketch. You probably want something more like a i7 if possible. Hi, Edo. I saw, Bishop, you said hello, Sarah, but I don't see Sarah in the chat. Am I insane? I tried to scroll. All right, don't forget to like the stream. Thank you so much. Oh, Sarah is there. Happy Sunday. Maybe I just saw it delayed. I did a song that used monkey field recording and made the monkeys through editing react to the drums. That's very funny. Okay, drums. I'm going to... Oh, y'all couldn't see my face for the whole thing. Come on, guys. Spam face cam next time. Hi, Mina. Sorry if I don't respond to you all in chat right away, but I am going to try to keep moving forward with this track. All right, pulling from... I love this kick in the Ritual sample pack, not to toot my own horn, but I've been using it as like a go-to. Volume. And you can get the Ritual pack for free by becoming a member, of course. I like that, but we're probably going to back it with like a more traditional snare. The other thing I like to do for lo-fi too is just pull that high cut. That's easy. That's easy. Thumpy, yeah, exactly. What's up, Sana? Sananth. That sound is fine. It just kind of is taking up a lot of space. So let's tailor it a little bit. See that? Let's get rid of all that at the bottom. That's where the pitch is, right? But that can be a little harsh. See that little peak. I solved your issue with the drum pads. Amazing. We love to hear that. Now go make something. I wonder if I also want this to be a little shorter. Hi, Tony. Did anybody watch the video that I uploaded today? Actually like that perk better. All right, let's just lay that down because that's super simple. And then we'll probably, I don't know. All right, we'll generally leave that off the grid, but there were a couple sus hits, like especially that first down beat. Straight up quantize that, and then always want to make sure that kick at the end is not there. Do this, do that. Boom. PBBB beats. Hello. Trying to make some lo-fi, but by adding low pass. What's wrong with adding lo-fi? Low pass. That's what you want to do. I mean, if that's what you want. All right, sidechain compressor really quick just to get that bump in. Dynamics. Audio from the drum rack, from the kick. Should we sidechain the field recording, you think? That snare is off. Too much. By the way, folks, if you do want to download like 10 free samples, if you become a member at literally any tier, you can get it. Is it a ruby on my finger? It's not a ruby. I forget what the name of this stone is called. I think it begins with an A. All right, the next thing that I am looking to add, because this is kind of basic at this point, I want to give it something electronic. Digit, where did you go? Because you're talking about how you uninstalled something. And no, it's not 2021 anymore. Why you had to uninstall like some native instruments plugins, and I would love to hear why. Today is the 30th. It's flying by. 01302022. Almost February. Is everyone prepared for February? Oh yes, you can also join the Discord by becoming a member at any tier. Click the join button. We'd love to welcome you. If this is your first live stream, say hello and let us know that in chat. Hi, Brandy. Okay. On that note, let's jump into this and just see what we can find. I've been using a lot of Diva lately, but I kind of want to try something new today. I have a lot of options here. Okay, here's this amazing thing. This is the last time I'm gonna rant about this. Let me just load it up to make sure I'm not insane. Okay, those are there. Let's load up complete control. In a MIDI track. Notice anything about this selection of instruments? There's no native instruments. The native instruments plugins are not in here. So what do I have to do? Load them up individually? And that's a nightmare because Contact has one of the worst user interfaces in the game. Oh, so all my plugins are installed properly. They just won't actually open up in complete control. Great. It's always something with these native instruments plugins lately. I don't know why. But anyway, with peace and love, that's fine. I just won't use them. I'm going to load up Pigments on its own. This is why I feel for you all out there. Because sometimes it's questions that you can definitely answer on your own. Other times, it's technical issues that literally shouldn't exist. Odysseus says, my complete control is fine. Yeah, mine is too. 20 out of 30 days of the month. But usually I go to stream and it's like, oh, okay, we just are not going to put the plugins there. And usually it's because you have to open like native access or whatever and update it. It's like, bro, stop pushing updates like 5 times a week. Like you can update it once a month is acceptable, I would say. What am I doing? I kind of like this bell tone. You either have to rescan in standalone or point to the folder. Right, but like, why do I have to do that every time? kills my flow. Shouldn't work like that in general. Like, you're a multi-million-dollar company and you can't get an engineer to make this work. I do all like those bells. Let's do a little bit of delay on those. Hey, we're playing the bells. That's a good reminder to hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you don't miss a future live stream or video. I like that. Let's just roll. All right, one more time around. One. Good. I want it to be a little more probably minimal than what I played. Let's see what we have. White Whisker in the house. Welcome. I forgot to do the drinking coffee is in the title of the stream. If you don't have coffee, I'm sorry, you have to leave. Milestone chat. Extreme Kraken, thank you for the 2 months at the VIP tier. Awesome beat, love the vibe. How's 2022 going for you? 2022 is doing great for me. It's been very busy, which is a good thing. It can be a stressful thing, but it's also a good thing. I have a lot of things I want to get off the ground, a lot of creative ideas, you know? I'm going to duplicate pigments and let's see if we can find maybe a droning pad or something to go with this. And I want to make this actually very distant. '2020 has been very busy. I have a new idea for, I guess you could say merch, or like I want to create a collectible. It's not going to be an NFT. It's going to be a physical thing that you can get. There's actually going to be 3 of them. It's very small, very simple, very affordable, I would say. Stay tuned for that. I got the first prototype in this week, and I'm very excited about it. It looks very cool. Everybody I showed it to says it looks kind of cool. Or they said it looks cute, actually. A couple people said it looks cute. By the way, that bell is like the first preset in Pigments. We love that. Diva is like that too. You open the very first preset and it sounds great. But let's find more. Here we go. Pad. There's so many. Let's just see what's going in. Is it a poster? It's not a poster. You likely will not guess what it is, and I'm not going to answer anymore. Katie Cat says bobblehead. Not a bobblehead. Hello, Katie Cat. I didn't see you join. It's not a bobblehead. I would love to one day do an action figure, not of myself, but like of something else, of kind of like what's already coming, but it's prohibitively expensive at the moment. If you don't do like super big quantities, which I can't afford to do. So when this new drop comes, which it'll probably come sometime during March, stay tuned. If you get some, if you get it, fantastic. And when you get that stuff, it tells me like you guys like that kind of stuff, and then all that I reinvest literally everything back into the channel for the most part. Like if I make merch, like especially the money from the merch, that just gets reinvested back in. There will be sticker versions of this, but there will be one other limited item that will be collectible. This sound is too similar to the bells. Oh, that's kind of dark. Do we like this? It's a little almost like bowed strings. Boom, we hit that capture MIDI button and we should have exactly what I just played here. Beautiful. Just make sure that note starts on time. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good sound. Oh, let's get that back up to F. Subtle, but it works. Yeah, I want to go for more subtlety in general. I'll fall asleep to this beat. Perfect. We love that. I saw someone suggest put vocal. I think that is one more thing that we can add. One thing I kind of wish, I want this pattern to just evolve a little bit more, especially the bells. Like, let's do like half the bells here. I just want to make some variation. This will just help this flow a bit better. And then one more thing I want to do is just add a variation to that pad sound that we just added. So let's try it. 3, 4. I don't know if that low note there is going to work, but it might work because it's at the end of a 16-bar phrase. So now we have this. It's the same. The piano loop is the same. There's slight variation in 2 layers, which is just going to help it, I don't know, feel a bit better. Subtle pan flute sounds, sure. Violin, I think I was leaning towards maybe some bowed strings, but I think this is filling that space. What happens if we take out the piano? We take out the piano, we do lose the general chord progression. Not bad, not bad. All right, it's sleepy. We've got the waves. Oh, the other thing I can do now that it's 16 bars is extend this so that there's more variation in the field recording as well. Obviously, when the track gets made, it will be possible to use more of the field recording. something else. I don't need it to be too complicated. Oh, Justin McCaffrey says hi. Justin McCaffrey snowed in under 5 feet of snow in snowy New England. What is the layer that I need? Everybody, you're not spamming Joe's emote? What's happening? I want to layer the piano with something. I feel like I need a good electric piano, but I think I don't have the one I want to use. Do I though? Oh my gosh, I do. Is it going to load properly? I hope it does. We got Sanjay C's Rhodes, of course. Please, please, please. Duncan had to shovel out his own spot to poop. We love that. We're using Sanjay C's Rhodes here. Hello? I want to do vocals next. Okay, really quick, just to consolidate that. I love how that sounds. Do I love it better than the piano, or should they exist together? What do you think, chat? Piano's a bit loud. You think layer them? Or just the Rhodes? White saying together. Switch between the two is absolutely possible. Let's at the very least process them together. So one interesting thing is, God, I'm gonna sneeze. One interesting thing is I'm not gonna sidechain the keys. I panicked and switched to this camera. I really meant to be off camera while I was sneezing, but I just panicked and hit the big camera button and did the opposite of what I wanted to do. Wow. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, the piano is sidechained. The keyboard is not sidechained, which means it's gonna poke through a little bit more on those downbeats. Oh, I think that's a beautifully blended sound. Wow, Sanjay C's Rhodes sounds great. Have I experimented with Bigwig? I'm on trial right now. Well, good luck at your trial. I hope the jury likes you. And I'm really inspired by it. That's great. If it inspires you, awesome. I have no desire to switch DAWs. Nothing is calling to me. We could add in some of my own vocals. If I have the gear. If you'll wait a moment, I can get a microphone. Okay. I can even switch to the let's see, you can see how sunny it is in here. Oh, and I have wireless in it. Closet, microphone, that camera off. But do I have a XLR cable? That is the question. Let's kill the beat for a moment so it doesn't get too stuck in our heads. I have this cable that I'm not sure is going to work because I think it's XLR on one end, 1/4 inch on the other. It also just seems to be tied around all the other cables. Okay. Whew. Usually I'm a bit more organized, but I have a setup over there on the other side of the studio. That is where like I have like a microphone and everything hooked up. So there's more cables and stuff that away. But I should have a mic ready to go at this setup as well, just in case. Martin says, your educational video series helped me so much. I'm glad. Amazing. Oh, this cable is going to work, it seems. Let's see if this will truly work. Let's save. Let's go to live set. Audio. Scarlet. Check. Check, 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 check. This will work. So let's do some weird vocal sampley kind of things. Martin, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. You know, it's amazing what happens after hundreds of years of pedagogy, hundreds of years of people teaching music and music theory. The rules really haven't changed. The basic fundamental foundations really haven't changed. Hundreds of years of people teaching. You put out a video just explaining how to form a major scale, and it can be transformative to people. It's almost like the original intention of music educators before was not to educate and enable people to make their own music, but it was to flex knowledge and make yourself seem smarter than all those people who are learning. But when you break things down into accessible bits and pieces, you actually teach people, actually enable them, it's transformative. Hundreds of years later, who would have thought? Okay, let me not. All right, basic audio processing rack here. Great. Let's add a little, let's totally dive in with some pitch correction. I've learned so much and have saved plenty of content for later. Awesome. I'm really glad. I had been thinking about doing that music theory series for such a long time, and I'm glad that I finally did it. What key are we in? Great. And now if we start to do some fun stuff, ha, 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 ha. That's way too much reverb, huh? Oh my God, I'm struggling. Ha, ha, ha. Great. Now it's just going to that delay and this reverb. All right, but I don't want, it's like not like I'm going to sing over this track. Let's play with some effects and try to come up with something new and cool. Cable Guys, Shaper Box. This set of effects generally has some cool stuff going on. For instance, we can add noise. Let's add something that matches the noise that we already have outdoors. Not rain, probably. Then have like waves. I wish this plugin you could add in your own samples. So that's obviously a lot. But the thing about this is it's not just adding noise to the signal, it's adding noise in the shape of a pattern. And that's cool. Lots of effects on these vocals. Totally. So we added that, but I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not. Which adds that rhythm. Maybe perhaps we could make it longer. It's fine, but I don't love it. Just some cassette noise. Bring the mix down. Just having that sweep. Having that sweep. Perfect. Enjoy the tundra. All right, cassette static sounds good. But there's more that we can do, and we can do more within Shaperbox as well, like volume. Like this will have more of a straight up rhythmic effect. So then it's kind of playing in that rhythm, and then we also have the delay happening. One last thing I think that would be fun to do is just mess with the pitch of my voice with vocal bender. Not the pitch, but the formant, I guess you'd say. And we can have that go before the Shaperbox. Yeah, that works. Peace out, Kraken. Thanks for chilling. All right, so vocal bender. Right now, I sound normal with lots of delay, but now I'm actually going to put that before the reverb because that's a lot for it to process. And now
the formant sounds different.
So now it becomes less of like a singing voice and more of an instrument, like something rhythmic is happening and cool. Let's just improvise over the top of this and try. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, it sounds a little bit too robotic with the formant pitch, I think. And we can bring the mix down on that rhythm. We can even push to a little more reverb. But to me, it sounds too much like a vocal. What's up, STK? So that's why I liked, I don't know, I don't want it to be so recognizable that it's a vocal, you know? And we can mess with different, what am I doing? Different versions of this rhythm too, right? That entry on that note is super sus, so we're just gonna... I brought down the LFO smoothing, which makes it obviously a harsher rhythm, or harsher envelope. Here we're just totally cutting the phrase. What's up, red hair Julian? Any other places I can find samples to chop? A record store, Splice, Lander. Make your own sample, like sit down with the intention of making samples that will be chopped. Like sit there and record yourself playing an instrument, sit there and just like play for a long time and then use that as a sample and chop it. So I like that because it kind of forced this longer phrase that I was doing into being more minimal. It gives it almost like a fluty vibe, no? Layer some samples? For sure, we could layer some samples. Like, even if we just did this and, you know, let's put that back at normal. Let's put that at normal. Bury this one in the back and maybe change the rhythm on it. It's just buried there in the background, but it's doing something cool. Yeah, that's a fun approach, Julian, for sure. Like, sit down with the intention of making sample material to chop. No other... Think about the chopping process. Don't think about the song, nothing. Just sit down, jam, and then go chop it. Now that's the same rhythm. I took the noise off that, but I think it's stronger with the noise on top. It gives it more of like almost a snare sound when it hits. about an auto pen though? Oh, we can actually do that in Shaperbox, but I don't know if I am confident in doing it. Probably. Oh, pen. I'm dumb. Pen. Like this. So now it's floating around you, right? What are these creative ones? Just bring the mix down. Thing about that is if that's super aggressive, that's distracting in your mix, right? All right. The title chat says, making lo-fi and drinking coffee. Please don't forget. How many bars in this loop? Behold, you can see my screen. What do you all think about a little bit of guitar, perhaps? About to make some coffee myself? That's right. Whoa. That's right. Check. Why did I... Oh, hi. That's me being in space. It was 144p? What happened? I honestly like the feel of this as it is. I agree. I think it sounds pretty good. But I do feel like it's missing something. Now, of course, that's just me. Always thinking that. However, I just want to experiment with this reverb here. That's an awesome pad. It definitely needs some bass, Frederick, you're right. I always neglect the bass. All right, what I'm going to do really quick is just resample this. We can resample it from track 28. I just want to record that because I could potentially chop that or use that as a pad later. Recording from 28. Here we go. I'm just going to boost this signal a little bit. And that's going to go right into that track, right? My calculations are correct. So we're recording that. I'm going to grab my guitar. Like that. I know that was kind of like louder. It's not supposed to make sense in the mix, by the way. But now I'm gonna just delete that. We have our old normal thing, but now we have this. I don't know how we'll use this, but it could be useful, right? Jay Troy says, big fan, looking to start my YouTube beat making journey, videos or live streams. The thing about being new and starting on YouTube, especially with live streaming, is there's such a low chance of people tuning in to you just making beats. To you being a newer, unknown producer making beats All you have to do, and I can't actually see the number of people that are watching this, and I actually enjoy that. I like reconfigured this setup so I can't see the amount of people watching. I like not seeing the number, but what you should do is take the number of people, and this is like an unscheduled stream, really not announced at all. Random, not on schedule stream. What you should do is look at the number of people watching this stream and the number of subscribers I have and calculate that for yourself. The number, and then do the ratio. The number of subscribers you have and the number of people that, if you had the same exact ratio, would be watching your stream. I would imagine that that would be kind of low. And I'm not saying that as a put down. So the answer there is videos, because you make a video and people can find it in search. They can revisit it. Videos are more approachable, especially if it's shorter form content, like 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 hour streams are not approachable for most people. Let's save this before something goes terribly wrong. So just keep that in mind. Videos are the way to go. Hi, Sun from the Ukraine. How are you? Okay. Right. So White Whisker says we're like less than 1%, actually 0.05%. Exactly. Right. So like, first of all, music production streams are not the most popular thing, right? Go to Twitch, see who's in just chatting. Even if you see people music in just chatting, it's because they're playing covers or they're like actually performing. Here we're like working on tracks, right? That's totally different than like straight up entertainment. What's happening? Let's tune up real quick and we'll be good. Like, live streaming definitely seems appealing, right? Seems fun. It is fun. But as a content creator, I've also had to commit to the fact that this whole thing is a big funnel, right? I make a video, let's say I make my music theory video and it does really well, or I make a video about which MIDI controller to buy and it does really well. Hundreds of thousands of people watch it. More people watch it than subscribe. That's that top of the funnel, right? Some people choose to subscribe. Some people go beyond subscribing and become members, and that's like the bottom of the funnel. The people that choose to actively support, or not even that, not even becoming a member necessarily. That's one of the markers of somebody who's like a big supporter. But other big supporters who say nice things or like just interact with the content. No matter when they see a piece of a video, a picture, whatever, they comment, they like, they're there. Like the diehards, like that's a big funnel. And you can't get discouraged by thinking like the top people at the top of the funnel should be at the bottom of the funnel. It's never going to work that way. Especially in this space. This is not necessarily an entertainment space. You have a lot of big streamers. Like I love watching big streamers. There's a lot of streamers I love to watch. But it is different than an environment where this is kind of like semi-educational, mostly educational, slightly entertaining, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, here we go. How do you think the melody is coming out of soul when working in program or from your skills? I don't know. Maybe successful people are having a good soul while others are broken. I don't think coming up with a good melody is tied to whether or not you're a good person or not. I don't know. I don't know how to say if a melody is coming out of my soul or not. Is there a reverb on this? Oh, I can show you guys the screen now. All right. I just want something simple in the background. And we're going to kick things off right away by putting a I'm desperate sidechain on the guitar. Rowie maybe says, thank you for being amazing. You have inspired me to start making music and buy MIDI to play along with an electric guitar. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome. Oh, Pendulce in the chat. All right, let's just riff over this. We gotta lower that vocal. Where is it? I made it louder just for the resampling. Thank you, Instagram Live replays. All right, so I want definitely a cleaner sound, even though this doesn't sound too bad. I just want cleaner. But what is giving me the heat here is my question. It's just the nature of this. Pickup selectors there. I think we just probably need a cleaner in general sound. Input sources, guitar effects. All right, let's not search that. Characters, clean. Let's see what we can come up with here. That's not that clean, is it? That's beautiful, but a lot. Timeless clean, please. What? Am I out of my mind? Cleaner. That's a bass preset. Wow. Very atmospheric. Meh. Alright, let's see if there's just under genre. Like, can I pick like pop or something? That didn't change the results, I feel. Turn the freak off. See what I mean, chat? Like, I don't know why. I just want like a chorusy kind of guitar sound. Like The Cure. Alright, so if I'm being honest, I might just bounce off the guitar rig and go for Ableton's stock effects. Amp. Oh, but that's actually very, very close to what I want. So give me default amp. That's accentuating the treble a little too much. But we should put it through a cab. Cabinet. There we go. Generic cab. You hear the difference in that sound, right? And if we'll probably get a little less bright, we do the dynamic instead of the condenser. But condenser probably will fit better in our mix because it has more of that bright stuff on it. Great. And then like I said, I just probably want chorus to add a little bit of character here. And we can try to add some guitar to this. Anyway, I want to remind everybody, I'm super grateful for y'all being here and hanging out with me today. Just making music on a Sunday. I just want to take more advantage of the fact that I have all these cameras. I can just hit go live at any time. If I feel like making music and I'm up for it to stream, I will. So please continue to hang out here. Turn notifications. I'm burping up a storm. Please turn on notifications if you can. So you don't miss a future stream, because I'm doing more of these as pop-ups, not putting too much pressure on myself, and not scheduling every single stream, just when I feel like it, you know, which is pretty regularly. So Don't miss it. We're here. We're having fun. I just want to add a reverb to this chain. That's kind of a beautiful sound. Reverb right on the track instead of just the return reverb. Not too much though. Shirley says, just stumbled upon your channel, subscribe, love what you're doing. Thanks so much. There it is. I'm just gonna record some ideas here and probably piece something together because I have some melodic ideas that I want. So that initial melody is obviously what I like the most, right? It's about what to do after that. A little flat. I'm gonna get this melody down, I think. I'm using a pick Logan for this particular one. What if we just picked it like that? 1, 2, 3. All right, we're gonna play that around one more time and just play it cleaner. That's fine. I'm not going to stress over it at the moment, but I like that. So what ends up happening here is this becomes less of a melodic thing that you're supposed to hone in on and listen to, and more becomes about the bed of sound. So I was definitely playing off rhythm in a few places here. I'll just quickly quantize, and actually, if we go to quantize settings, I'll probably be safe if I do eighths. Just very, very simple, right? Much better with that clean amp. Of course, we can go in and like touch up some frequencies. Guitar has the opportunity to get really muddy. And if we listen through this, that tone is in the chord, but it might be coming in a little strong, so I might pull back on it a little bit. We might even just take out some of this lower frequency. Some of these harmonics are just a little too much. That's ringing hard, right? Doesn't have to be all the way. This last one here, as long as you don't lose that bass note. Ableton makes it really easy to quantize audio. Yeah, in some instances, like if you, like for instance, like there's too many warp markers here. There's no reason for it to really be warping that. But if you have very clear transients like this and that, it's good. But if you had something like more complex, it might struggle. This I want to just bury a little bit more in the background. Am I not adjusting the right thing? Because I'm not hearing that difference. Oh, because it's on the inside. Gotta get back to my own studio. That's what I like to hear, White Whisker. Have fun. Honestly, I'm killing that rhythmic thing in the background. It's too distracting. You use 3 reverbs on guitar? That's a great question. Did I use 3 reverbs on the guitar? This reverb is probably not necessary. There's only one reverb. There's reverb, which is kind of dumb because it's going into the amp. And then there's a return reverb. This will probably sound better. Only one reverb there. Nice. It's a little bit romantic. Why not hybrid reverb? I don't know. Hi, Lockdown Guitar. Y'all should watch the stream from last week where Lockdown Guitar sent me some really, really awesome samples. All right, let's find a good. All right, chill with the sirens, bro. And you know what? I know that they're going to their lunch break. I know that it's not an emergency. Prove me wrong. I just want some hi-hat. Rhythmic element, some romantic bass. Yeah, romantic bass will come. Let me just quickly find a hi-hat sound that works. Just something simple, please. Why can't I, like... Ableton's weird like that. I like, can't bring up the top bar again. Anyway, let's just see what I have. Hi-hat. Yeah, something like this is fine. Let's just lower it. Right there. Thanks, Kari. Not like that. That's a good hi-hat for this. Want to experiment with the groove pool a little bit and see. Oh, it's not MIDI though, right? That's how that works. It's MIDI. Unfortunate. Let me see if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's only for MIDI. But what we can certainly do is just delay this hi-hat ever so slightly. I think in that case, what I might actually do is duplicate this drum rack minus any of the coloring of the sound that I did and just put this as a MIDI track so that I can more easily add some groove, because having this kind of rigid hi-hat is not really vibing. It's like arduous to do. Here we go. E. So now if I go on E. Oh, well, that's not it. Where is the hi-hat? It's right there. Perfect. Just too loud. Great. And then we do it like that. And let's duplicate. Who said I prefer keyboards? What I don't understand about this question is you all see every piece of gear. Not you all, the people that ask these questions. You see every piece of gear that I've ever used. It's on the channel. Stop asking me about the M Audio Oxygen Pro. I just don't use it. Why am I going to go buy it? If they want to send it to me for a review, fantastic, I'll review it. But why would I spend my money on it when I have literally every other MIDI controller? What do I need to do? Buy every single MIDI controller? Like, sure, it would be a banger video, but it's going to do more value for them if I show it off, and I don't need it. So do I prefer it? I can't say I prefer it because I have never tried the Oxygen Pro. It's not that serious. People get like so obsessed over this. All right, wait, the whole purpose of that was to do this now. Guys, if you find yourself getting obsessed with the kind of gear that somebody is using, like, and you're like, why did they use this instead of that? Like, you're lost in the sauce. It's not about that. You like that? Or should we do this instead? MPC. Not totally swung. Let's do a little less swing. Funker? I don't hear too much of a difference. What's double down? Alright, I don't hear the difference there. I only hear the difference on the MPC 3000. I like the gentle 3000 swing, I think. Even so, I think I would. And now I'm also wondering, no, this is fine. I'm not getting lost in the sauce. Well, one thing I'm wondering is like, do we do this? Too slow. That's funny, playing these against each other. You see how close it is? Headphones are linked in the description, but these are the wireless versions. Just haven't updated the link yet. We still too slow? Thought we were too fast at first. Oh, okay, save that. This is a great... Okay. But do I put this like also on the regular drum rack? It is adding that little bit. Gradually degrading sound. We could do something a little more on the top end of the sound design. I gotta lower this because this is occupying a lot of my ear space. I have some perks. Members, by the way, if you're a member and you're over on the Discord server, please submit a track if you haven't yet to the community Spotify playlist that I'm making. I've got about 11 or 12 tracks that I've added. And I want to continue to add more. So if you're on the Discord channel, go check it out. 1, 2, 4. Nah, that was not a good spot for it. That's better. Layer those claps in. So the only thing I want to take out is this. Yo, what up, Third High Productions? How's it going? What's my nationality? Mostly Portuguese. Azorian. What's your nationality? Hi, Kamikaze. What does that knock sound like with this? hate working in drum rack. Because honestly, what I would do if these were on audio tracks, which I could have easily done, but I didn't, is I could take either of those hits, mix them individually, pan them, etc. If I want to do that right now, I have to go over to session view, remember which one of these is which, wait for it to play so I can even see. Okay, so that's that one. Let's pan that a little to the left. I'll pan that one a tiny bit to the right. Roblox Lab, what's up? I'm mainly Mexican. Your music theory videos have brought me back to the old days when I produced in high school and now doing it again. Thank you for the inspiration. I'm so glad. Thank you for saying that. Hadi. Hello, nice to see you. Sorry, it's a weird color on my screen. Discord is available to members. So if you want to hit the join button and join the Discord server, once you hit join and become a member at any tier, you get access. Link your Discord, link your YouTube to your Discord from within Discord, and you'll be in there. There's also some free samples available to members over on the community tab. Thank you so much, Third High Productions. I appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Thank you. Thank you for reminding people to hit the like button. All right, one last thing just to add some higher energy to this. I want to find Sunday Sees Roads again and maybe just add a couple twinkly notes on top. That's such a good thing. And then I'm going to add the... I'm going to keep this as a beat idea. I'm not going to flesh out an arrangement today, but I'm going to throw the Beat Sketches master on it and see how it's good. What's your actual name? My name is Nick. Thanks for asking. All right, so the purpose of this is to play up here. And let's make it not so muddy. I might have to switch instruments. Maybe a different preset from Sanjay will have... Maybe a different preset from Sanjay will have more brightness. You know, because that's a pretty rounded tone, which is why I really liked it for the other one. But let's just see if there's a brighter one. Gonna find Discord now. Thank you. This is definitely helping refine my Ableton skills. It's nice to have you just running through in real time. I'm glad, Johnny. That's why I like doing the streams. If I can be making music while y'all are just following along with the process and get inspired, that's perfect. See that one? It's got that tines kind of top. Yeah, the Discord is a great community we have of members. Great discussions going on there. What kind of music do I listen to when I'm not producing? Pretty much exclusively K-pop. And that's not a joke. Pretty much exclusively K-pop, if not sometime, or I listen to like a lot of just general pop music. 1975 is one of my favorite bands, that kind of style. You guys want to see my on repeat playlist? I can show you all the songs that I am listening to nonstop. I'll bring it up for you. I'll show it to you because it has nothing to do with what we're doing, what we do here. On repeat. It's like the Spotify generated playlist. Okay, this is my on repeat playlist. Now, I don't make this playlist. Spotify just makes it. This is a banger. And you can see that it's mostly K-pop. I am going to see twice next month, and I am going to be so emotional. It's going to be insane. So yeah, K-pop. Kim Petras, Rina, Asawayama, really great. Slater, the 1975, like I said, but this is pretty much dominated by K-pop. And then just like straight up pop stuff. And then you have one hint of like emo stuff going on too. And then a little bit of hyperpop as well. That's my on repeat playlist. Check it out. Working on the TAETRO community playlist so everybody can partake. But yeah. Yeah, FKJ is cool. I just don't listen to a ton of electronic music for pleasure. I listen to like some harder style like bass stuff. Like I'll watch like some DJ sets online. But I don't really listen to electronic music for pleasure. If I do, like if I'm just chilling, I want to put something on in the background, lo-fi chill hop for sure. I just find a station and let it play. But you know. And also she's going to the forum. She's going to the forum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. One more time around. 1, 2, cut. That's lame. One more time around. More. It's not working. It's not what I want. 1, 2, bump. That second half was good. Let's try again. Good. I'm happy with that. That variation is fine. Consolidate these. There's one note I wanted to change here. Oh, the Oracle. Oh, in Oakland. Got it. Why aren't you going, Pendulce? Pendulce, are you in LA though? I actually think I'm just gonna get rid of this note. I gotta get better at making these like subtle melodic things that aren't so generic. I don't have a tub for a hot soothing bath, but this beat will do. I'm glad. Hi Michael. Hi Savix. Kamikaze, what BPM is this? You can look at it. It's on screen, right? Am I crazy? Sick later, you have COVID. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better soon. Hopefully, you were vaccinated. That means the symptoms won't be so bad. Should we add a little chorus to this, you think? Do you use the Bad Tape plugin? No, I've not heard of it. I usually use J37. Add reverb to this? Bright reverb, though. Okay, now the plan is... What does this sound like again? This is like bells. Okay, now... Give me a glockenspiel if I have one. That's gonna sound terrible. Instead, let's see if Contact will load and if it's actually bearable to use. What are you doing for breaking 200K just around the corner? That's a great question. I was thinking about it. I don't know that I necessarily need to celebrate it. I'm not super like focused on the subscriber number for reasons we kind of touched on earlier in the stream. But it is a great milestone. Things have been growing much faster than they have in the past, which is fantastic. The hell is this? What is this nightmare of a freaking interface? There's no glockenspiel apparently. What's chimes? Like, is this... Doesn't sound like any chimes I've ever heard, my friend. Let's search bell, I guess. But we could do a big stream or something. That would be fun. 20% closer to 1 million. Yeah, I have no aspiration to get to 1 million, though, is the problem. Okay. You know what? We'll use pigments. I wonder... Yeah, I'm not going to bother digging for it. All right, this is the last thing I want to do to this beat, and then we'll put the mastering chain on it so you can all hear how it gets beefed up. Essentially, what I want to do is double that on some higher bells. Honestly, that works. Hi, Arcade Records. Movie stream again. The thing about the 24-hour stream and the fun of that is I really, really want to keep that exclusive to Beattober. Let's go up an octave again. So when we do our Beattober challenge, we'll definitely do, well, we'll have it as a goal to do another 24-hour live stream, without a doubt. Okay, relax on this holding the notes out thing. That's too high now. Dun. Hello, Matthew Majors. All right, see, now we got this nice bell. Dun, 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 dun. And this is with all the parts happening all at once, right? It definitely wouldn't happen 100% this way in the track. Like, see how just taking out the guitar and that vocal sample almost creates an even more chill vibe. This I'm not using, so I'm gonna get rid of it so I don't get confused. Getting more and more romantic. Yeah, just in time for Valentine's Day, right? Anybody celebrating Lunar New Year this week? Happy Lunar New Year. just deleting a bunch of extra stuff. Where do you get your sample packs from for lo-fi drums and such? I'm struggling to find a snare I like. Snare is tough. Splice obviously has a bunch of good ones. This snare is actually from my pack, the Ritual sample pack, which you can get at TAETRO.com, or you can get it right now by becoming a member, but it won't always be available to members. I'm working on the next sample pack as we speak. Yeah, all these, that kick, and all these sounds are from my sample pack, even those with lots of reverb. So, and a lot of lo-fi drum stuff is how you process them. Like you'll notice on these drum kits, I've got a high cut. I've listened to Charlie Puth for sure. Do I do one-on-one lessons? Not really. I just don't have the time to do them and to commit to them. But I did do some for Beattober. They were a donation reward, so might do something like that again in the future. All right, ready for the mastering chain? Let's do it. This beat will be significantly louder, just so you know. You need to adjust your speakers, do so. What am I doing wrong? What a good way to start a Sunday, chat. Yes, if you are a member and you have not downloaded the Ritual sample pack yet, it is on the community tab. Go to the community tab. Make sure you download it. Yes, you will have to scroll down and find it. No, do not DM me and ask me where to find it. And don't DM me after the next sample pack comes out and say, oh, I never got Ritual. Well, I'm giving you plenty of warning. All right, so hear that kick? This knob is everything. Pushing more track through J37. Listen to that kick. But also my mastering chain tends to accentuate highs a bit too much. And being that this is lo-fi, we can right on the master do this. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it. Enjoy fancy ramen. Nice. Like that? And what I always find is that my kick is generally lacking in comparison to other lo-fi beats. So I like to push that kick a little bit. We're probably pushing a little bit too much. I don't know, based on my headphones, how much we're pushing, but probably sounds pretty good. Probably gonna lower that. What app do I use for live streaming? OBS. I would say the snare clap is like a little bit too loud, which again is annoying because I have it in drum rack. I should sell this to Lo-Fi Girl. Why would I sell this to Lo-Fi Girl? It's mine. You got tracks just like this? Peaceful AF. Please, yes, go find me on Spotify or your favorite podcast. Your favorite. I was doing like a podcast outro there that I normally do. A lot of those reverb tails are like really long and heavy, so I want to find the source of them. Yeah, that's kind of long and heavy, so I might want to just low cut that a bit. What was I even saying? Yeah, find my music on your favorite streaming platform. Got lots of tracks like this. Working on more tracks like this. I want to work on a little bit of a longer project, so it's going to take me a little longer to get more music out. Because of course I want to do everything. I want it to be a video. I want it to be a series. I want to document the process, create tutorials for it. We never did add a bass, huh? Melody for now. Bring back in the guitar. That's the vocal. Been waiting for the romantic bass. Yeah, I need to better refine my bass options, but for now I can use Old Faithful. Nefertiti Gold in the chat. What's good? Just a really simple kind of deep bass there. Yes, it was such a jam-packed weekend. Like I literally, Nefertiti, I got to New York, went straight to, I guess cat's out of the bag, 343 Labs. We got dinner. Like I had not slept the night before and then woke up the next morning and we started doing, you know, the stuff that we had to do. And it was just nonstop from there. Dang, I wish you could have stopped by. Two, three, four. I'm glad this bass just fits. That's why I keep it in the user library. For sure. That's not what I want to do. One slight variation would be good. Yeah, wow. Hear how different it is when it's not there. That rock bottom is great. So real quick, I'm just gonna do this. How do we like it? How do we like it? If it's not overblowing. But again, remember what this sounds like before the mashing chain? Kind of dead in the water, no? Dead in the water. Wow, I just sounded like I was from Philadelphia. That's crazy. Add this back in. Obviously, it's louder. Let me actually see something. Can we gain match this? Is that about the same gain? Pretty much. So here it is. No mastering chain, but we're just like up in the gain. Oh, that's not how that works. I switched from using my iPad as a touchscreen to using it as an extended monitor. And it's kind of convenient. All right, that's no mastering chain, but the gain is matched. God. That's the mastering chain. So you can hear that it not only gets louder, but there's a little more space on top. There's a little more pump in the kick, more grittiness. And you can add a little more tape wobble. Wow, thank you, Fo, for that nice message. For anyone that needs to hear it today, I love you and thank you for being you. What do you guys think of the super lo-fi sound? Too much? Now we have all these parts that we could potentially arrange if we wanted to, but we're not going to do that today. This is a very good starting point. All right, you guys want to see something really quick? Let's So even though this already went through the mastering chain, Diana, nice to see you. Let's export this loop for a minute. Just this 16 bar loop is fine. And put it in my recordings folder. How do I do this without, you know what? I just never know if I'm going to bring up something on screen that I'm not supposed to show or something. It's always an issue. Where's my recordings folder? All right, I'm saving this audio loop, and then we're just going to try that typical audio stretching thing that I like to do. Diana. Hi, yo. Hi, Devil's Thumb. Nice to see you. Do you watch Kyle Beats on YouTube? No. We were talking about what kind of music I listen to and stuff earlier. I don't really watch any of music production YouTube, besides like, you know, my friends or stuff that I tune into. Like Enrique, he's cool. Like I'm not interested in looking at gear reviews and stuff really. But everybody's great. A lot of the content creators in this space are really, really good. I just tend to like feel weird about a lot of the content creators that are doing like infotainment, like that are doing like just like, listen, there are a lot of content creators in this space that you watch. I know you all watch them, that come on screen and they go, what's going on, guys? I cannot believe that I made this beat today. I have probably the literal best beat that I've ever made. You guys are going to see me make it today. So like, please make sure you smash that like button, click subscribe. We are going to make some like absolute fire. We're going to make this today. All right, guys, are you ready? Click subscribe button. Here we go. And that's how it is. Tell me that that's not how it is. And the problem with that is I'm all about being like enthusiastic, excited, happy about what you do. But I know that when you show up like that every time, that it's not super authentic because nobody is that high energy and like that all the time. And I know when you start everything by saying, this is probably the best beat I ever made. This is probably the best newsletter I've ever sent out. This is probably the best track I've ever made. Sure, we're all trying to do the best thing that we've ever done, but at one point you're just being authentic and trying to market something to your audience by saying it's the best thing ever. Like they're just trying to pull one over on you. And it's that faux, like, you can see it if you really pay attention, like especially in people's like Instagram stories, you can see like the second before they start or the second before they end where they're like not really smiling. And then it's like, what's up, guys? Like they're laughing so that you see somebody laughing, so that you see somebody smiling. Like not because they're actually excited or actually laughing. Maybe sometimes they are, but the fact that they're doing it 100% of the time is just a huge red flag. And then their content is like super fast edits, super quick. Like I'm all about using humor. That's fine. But like stuff that doesn't actually help you learn what they're doing, stuff that just like keeps you watching and kind of makes you like addicted to their content, you know, in the typical style, which is fine. Just pay close attention, because watching somebody, I learned how to make this genre in 24 hours is not usually like, it's entertaining to watch, but how informative is it to you? How helpful is it to you? And maybe you just do like it watching for entertainment. And maybe their only purpose is entertainment. That's fine. But I worry about people watching that style of content I hired 5 people on Fiverr to mix my track. It's not helpful. I just wonder, like, that's fine, go for entertainment, but people that watch that content, I fear that it checks a box in somebody's head that says, I'm watching this, so I'm being productive. I want to be a music producer, so if I watch this person do this, I'm learning something. And at the end of the day, ask yourself, did I learn something? That's it. I just can't be anything other than authentic. And I have a strong sense of inauthenticity of people in this space that I can tell are just like red flag. It's like, bro, just be you, relax. But they get a ton of views and they get a ton of subscribers. So, hey, if that's all they want, that's fine. Not what I'm interested in, though. Anyway, after that little spout, let's go ahead and grab that audio, and I'm going to show you one more thing we can do to it, or I'm just going to experiment and see how it sounds. We have this. This is exactly this loop. There's no effects on this. Let's just put this at 0. I turned the mastering chain off, by the way. No, nothing on the master. This is just raw how it was. But all I'm saying is, next time you guys are watching music producers on YouTube, are they being authentic? Are they providing any value to you beyond entertainment? Or do you really value entertainment, and are they really good entertainers? And that's fine too. So I say that when you talked about Kyle Beats, because I think Kyle Beats is like one of the like very, very authentic people in this space, you know? Like he does a cool like vlog style version of this, and that's cool. Okay. What we're going to do now is, I totally forget how to do this, so I'm relearning how to do it in real time. What we're going to do with this now is unwarp it. And are we going to unwarp it? I forget. We're going to warp it, and we're going to do this. Yes, that's what we're going to do. This one we're keeping for reference. We're going to make it super tight, like this. Okay, but I don't want it to be warped is the problem. That's what we're going to do. We're going to crank the pitch like this. I promise this is going somewhere. All right, and what do you see? This is like 1/3 of it, right? That's fine. 1/3 is fine. Now what we're going to do, obviously we don't want it to sound like that, but now we're going to flatten it. AKA just print that to audio. Brian says, I learned a lot from you and I'm getting better as a music producer. I'm excited. That's what I want. I firmly believe more artists, better world. And you know what that has nothing to do with? How many subscribers and how many views and how many likes, etc. It's nothing to do with that. Of course, the more people I can reach, the better. But I also understand that entertainment is way more appealing than being educational and like mentorship, especially my style of mentorship where I'm not afraid to call you guys out. Like somebody asked earlier, what's the tempo? And I'm not going to answer that. And they could have asked because it wasn't on screen at the time, but I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to say, look at the screen. And sometimes that comes off harsher too, but I have no problem with just telling you all how it is. Being straight with you, tough love, that whole thing. What would you recommend as a platform for an independent producer to upload their music to? Not a question I'm answering. What do all of the people that you listen to upload to? It's not a question you need to ask somebody. Guys, you got to focus on the questions that you actually need answering. What platforms do all of your favorite independent producers upload to? You don't need me to answer that. Ed Oyama, nice to see you. Rasmus says, found TAETRO when figuring out how to use my Akai and became Mini. That's great. All right, so what we did was we took that audio, we made it small, and then we stretched it back out. Now, stretching it back out will give us a lo-fi effect. Maybe it's subtle to you, but let's flip back to the original. See how crisp and clean that is? And then this one is just straight up stretched out. Why is that? Oh, because it loops there. I get it. You want to do that even more extreme so you can hear the difference even more? Let's do that. That's so fun. All of them? Cool. Exactly, Fo. All of them. All the ones that you can. You don't need me to answer that, you know? Like, that's what's important to me. It's like, you all, I want you all to be able to exist as artists without me. It's great that you're here. It's great that we have fun together. We have community for purposes other than like education. But you will survive as an independent artist by being that independent. Okay, so look, I'm doing this. That's like 1/8 or 1/16 of this, right? Let's freeze and flatten that. It's like not even listenable. I don't even know how this is gonna go. But let's see. Thanks for the late night streams. I left inspired and made a Chinese New Year beat. Yes, I was trying to say Happy Lunar New Year to everybody who's celebrating. I will eat rice and be 1 year older. Hi, Arden. All right, so we stretch this back out by lowering the pitch. Remember, because we made it high pitch. Oh, we have to unwarp, sorry. Unwarp. Do this. It's helpful to have this reference at the top to line these transients back up. Boom. Now this is going to sound super cracked. Listen to that. There's no filtering on it or anything. This is just by virtue of stretching it back out. Here's the original. Sounds like some vaporwave. Exactly. So if you want to go for this style, you totally could. And like when I run it through my SP404, like when I run the track through my SP404 Mark II, that's kind of what I'm doing to it, coloring the sound. But this is a way to do it in the box. And now, what if we group these together and blended them? No, it doesn't sound good, really. I love that. But also remember that you could change the pitch of this. It's going to change the tempo too, but... Now that's some vaporwave. Old radio. Different groove, right? So I'm going to go back one more time, and we're going to go back to the less intense version. I just wanted to demonstrate that intensely so you could see what it was like. Remember, that was like 1/16 of the whole thing. Before we did like 1/3, and that sounded a lot more passable. You could hear a difference, but it wasn't so extreme. So that's so subtle, right? And imagine you go slower. even -3 semitones. It might be a little too slow tempo-wise, but the destruction that happens to the sound when you do this, you mess with audio and push it beyond the limits, it's really cool. That's what lo-fi is, right? Like it's pushing the audio beyond the limits and it sounds a little chunky or something. Now getting this to loop perfectly is another story. Yeah, it's like impossible. But nonetheless, happy birthday, Brian. Happy birthday, Brian! Huge claps in the chat for Brian. Need to enable clips so I can clip this on YouTube. I can pop off on one more rant if you guys want before we go today. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that lo-fi beat making process. I like this beat a lot. And I like that we did that little lo-fi effect there at the end because it sounds good. Rocking with my wireless AI headphones today. So, enable clips, Bishop said. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it, if there was clips? Clips is a feature that some channels have. A lot of the big streamers have them, right? Valkyrie has them. Ludwig has them. These are like bigger like YouTube streamers, not musicians, obviously. Or not music streamers, I should say. Let me show you YouTube, and this is very disheartening. Let me show you YouTube's kind of, I forget what it's called, like State of the Union for 2020. Oh, their priorities. Let's look at their priorities for 2022, straight from Susan Wojcicki herself, who, if you don't know, is the CEO of YouTube. How do I do this? Show that. All right. Okay. I'm not going to bore you. We're not going to read this article. I'm just going to demonstrate something. Let's read the headlines first of all. All right, the state of the creator economy. So obviously, platforms like YouTube do enable creators to be like, I'm just going to pause the background music. Obviously, platforms like YouTube enable creators like me to make a living putting content out and stuff, right? Fantastic. I love that. So the beginning of it kind of talks about that, and that's fine. And they talk about building the future. Then they talk about shorts. I don't really necessarily care about shorts, but it's their TikTok competitor. It's not as good for the fact that these people are Google, and I try to open shorts and it's like so much worse than TikTok. Like, how hard is it to make a scrolling video app when you're Google? You know what I mean? How hard can it be? Yes, I didn't mention this. Additional sources of revenue. They have a whole headline in here, a whole thing about NFTs. Looking further ahead, the future, I've been following everything happening in Web3 and NFTs. Bro, my subscribers can't even clip my streams. And you're worried about NFTs. We don't even have gifted membership yet. We don't even have raids yet. What's happening? And you see, like, those are all like live stream mechanic things. Because as I scroll down and we look at the headlines, shorts, NFTs, okay, fine, music, great. Blackpink's live stream first ever concert. I did go to that. That was fantastic. Thank you for that. Could have been on any platform, but it was on YouTube and it was pretty good. But that said, Blackpink's first ever live stream concert. No, if you're a YouTube creator right now and you're not Blackpink, you can't recreate what they did. They did a non-rewindable, basically like premiere, and then they re-aired that premiere a couple times after. That's like totally back-end YouTube stuff that like average creators don't have access to. So yeah, that's fine. But like, if you want to cater to your like multi-million-dollar users, don't act like it's like a big thing for the community. Then we get to gaming, which is the biggest problem here. Not biggest problem, but I'll tell you why I think it's a problem. I think it's great that they invested in Tim the Tatman, Dr. Lupo, and Ludwig specifically, and Valkyrie as well. I can't even believe Valkyrie's not in this. Maybe because she signed before this year, but she was definitely one of the biggest YouTube streamers. I don't know if she'll continue on YouTube. We shall see. But they brought over these streamers, right, with big contracts to YouTube. Now, Tim the Tatman and Dr. Lupo are huge gamers. Ludwig is a full-on like commentary channel, basically. I mean, he plays some games for sure. But for the most part, he does reactions. He does like fun activity kind of things, like very, very cool streams, but he's not a gamer. And the issue is we go right from gaming to shopping, living room, learning, sustainability, supporting the work of creators, racial justice, equity, and product inclusion. That's great. That's great. So those are more like philosophical things on the platform. Did you see a headline that said live streaming? No, right? So let's Command F and let's find live stream. Or let's just find streaming. Streaming is under the gaming thing, the gaming headline, which tells me that they literally only see their live stream product as like a gaming product, which is red flag, because as we all sit here right now, not playing video games, instead making music, and as a lot of other streamers do live podcasts, non-gaming related content, there's a lot of features that people that are not gaming need. So you'll find a lot of these big gamer creators have access to all these cool features that a creator like me does not have because they're gamers, right? The proof is in the pudding of how poor the leadership has to be at YouTube to frame it this way. Is if we go to their biggest live stream competitor, which of course we all know is Twitch, right? I'm going to go to Twitch right now. I don't know who that is. No. I'm going to go to Twitch right now. And let me find the top categories. How do I even sort that? Categories. Twitch, you might associate with video gaming, right? However, what do you see is the top category here on Twitch? Is it Pokemon, the game that just came out? Is it Valorant? Huge. Not Among Us, not Grand Theft Auto, not Minecraft. It's just chatting. Not only is it just chatting, I mean, these are recommended for me. Is this the actual numbers is my question. Viewers, high to low. No, that's accurate. Even like, where is League? Yeah, League is below just chatting. Double, pretty much double. Close to it. Just chatting is double. Non-gaming content. You have people doing podcasts. You have who knows what, sports related stuff. Hassan. Like, this is their main competitor. The number one category there is chatting, and all Susan wants to talk about is gaming. They only see their live streaming product as a product for these gaming streamers. And this is the last thing that I will say. I don't want to like belabor the point. Is Ludwig, this guy right here, it recently came over to YouTube and is like really making a meme out of like the transition from Twitch to YouTube. One stat that I do not have access to after I stream is average concurrent viewers. What I can see is my peak concurrent viewers. So the most people at one point in the stream, the most people to have watched the video. That's not really a helpful stat. It's a cool number to see like, oh, that many people watched my video at one time. It would be so much more useful to see, you know, my average concurrent, right? So I can know how many on average people are watching the whole stream. but I don't have access to that number. The reason I brought up Ludwig at the beginning of that is because he also brought up the fact that he doesn't have that stat. He is obviously like a VIP here on the platform, right? So he has a partner manager, and he showed what he's like, oh yeah, we have all those stats. The partner manager said, yeah, we have all those stats. And what he shared with Ludwig was a Google sheet. So they seemingly don't even have like a back end that displays these stats for them properly. They're just sort of like collecting them from their back end data instead of just giving us stats that we could actually use, like average concurrent viewers. So all that to say is I'm disheartened by Susan's letter about their 2022, that's so hard, priorities. Because we got a paragraph dedicated to DAOs and NFTs. Live stream isn't a headline, it's a footnote under the gaming paragraph. I'll continue to stream on YouTube because that's where my audience is for this. But if one day I want to start a new channel, start streaming somewhere else, I'll probably do it on Twitch. There's more of a culture on Twitch. We've cultivated a community culture here, but in general, the community, the culture from Twitch is just totally different in terms of like emotes, in terms of like memes, and like just the general culture, slang and things like that. It doesn't really exist here on YouTube because YouTube is a platform that has existed longer and without live streaming. So now it's going through growing pains. But if they don't switch their priorities and realize that live streaming is way bigger than just gaming, then it's not going to be any luck. But a lot of you out there, like I see a couple people have already mentioned that they want to do live streaming and they want to do live streaming music production. All you have to, if you are a unknown producer and you are trying to live stream music production, I would not expect to get many concurrent viewers to bring in much of an audience. And the proof is in the pudding there, because if you just go look at the music space and you try to find producers with no audience, no brand, no nothing, they're going to have very low view count. It's not an entertaining thing to watch unless you are a producer with a brand that people kind of care about for some reason. You're entertaining, you help them, be it through education, etc., etc. That's why I'm saying if you're just starting out, live streaming is not an amazing way to start in music production. If you want to stream and play games, if you want to stream and do React Andy content, that is the way to find people. Maybe you get a lot of viewers from being a React Andy, and then one day you kick it over to music streaming and stuff, and that works. But you all see my numbers compared to how many subscribers I have. I see YouTube as a secondary for most streamers to upload clips. That is what a lot of them do, but it's also because the partner agreement for Twitch, you cannot stream on YouTube. You can only stream on Twitch. Twitch content creators come to YouTube just to farm audience. I don't think that that's true. I think if you want to go watch a video, you watch it on YouTube. If you want to go watch a stream, you watch it on Twitch, most likely. Two platforms that basically do two different things. Yes, we're here live streaming on YouTube, but DJs have to embrace Twitch since YouTube is so finicky about copyright. That's true. But one day that's all going to come crashing down on Twitch as well, because it even says in the Twitch TOS that you're not supposed to do DJ sets. That's why I do not have Twitch. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Twitch. Just a good live stream platform, you know? And if YouTube doesn't step up and try to do the best of what Twitch does while improving some of the worst parts of Twitch, do I think it's ruining art? What's ruining art? No. There's nothing ruining art. One thing we have to understand is that people, humans, culture, our human culture has existed a long time. Art has existed a long time. There's very few things that come along and radically change stuff. So if you ever find yourself doing that kind of like old man thing, like, this is ruining this for this generation's ruining this, blah, 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 blah. The red flag there is every single generation before that said the same exact thing. Things are changing. Things look different. But the radical change that people think is ruining something is not there. Is copyright ruining art? On one hand, I deserve to have my work protected so that people can't just use it however they want. On the other hand, say the content ID system is broken in that somebody who wants to react to something, somebody who wants to, whatever, use another piece in a fair use way. The issue is with the content ID system on YouTube and on Twitch is that it's an automated system. It doesn't account for fair use, and it automatically takes the side of the copyright holder. And since it's a robot doing it, you have a lot of fair use content get taken down, despite it being fair use. And then it's very hard to reinstate content that gets taken down for that reason. So that's the big problem. All art is derivative. I don't think we should abolish copyright. I know like Grimes likes to say that shit all the time. Grimes is always saying wild shit in interviews. I love Grimes so much, but she has very unrefined ideas about certain things, but is also a very inspiring artist. It's very conflicting. But when somebody says like, oh, I want to, copyright shouldn't exist. It's like, okay, when you got out of your record deal with Columbia Records, I want every single one of your tracks to be royalty free like Moby, copyright free like Moby. All Moby's tracks are copyright free. And you watch chat, and I'll leave this stream up, and you can come back and remember I said this. We'll see if her tracks are copyright free after she leaves her deal with Columbia after this record. No, Elon Musk has nothing to do with Grimes losing her mind. What changes is how we listen to celebrities and the status of celebrities based on like their wealth and their popularity and stuff. So I've listened to Grimes for a really long time, since she was just kind of like, oh, this quirky little artist out of Canada. And she was always saying like weird stuff, like stuff that's fun to talk about, but it's not actually like an amazing idea, right? She's always talking about that stuff. But the thing was, when she was just a small indie artist, we didn't give much weight to it. And now that she's this artist that every news outlet covers and that has so much popularity, there's more scrutiny on what she says. That's why, like, I don't really care. Like, she wants to say something like we should abolish copyright or whatever. I hold as much weight to that as I did when she was just a small indie artist. Like, it's a fun thing to talk about. I don't agree with it. It's not like she's an authority on the matter, even though she's extremely wealthy. Like, no, I don't think the wealth got to her head. I think she was always like this, and now she has wealth and popularity. So we hold people with wealth and popularity in a certain regard. We overvalue their opinions, which is why people are so reactionary to what she says now, and weren't so reactionary to what she said when she was like a small artist. Thoughts on ear licking Twitch channels? Do what you want. I don't care. Why would I judge what other people are doing? They're not hurting anybody. Are you mad? Are we going to be mad because, oh, so many more people are watching this ASMR channel than are watching me and I'm creating art? It's like, that's not how the world works. AI doesn't understand commons rights. Yes, exactly, Andre. So that's the big problem. Head in the clouds type person, I would agree. But like, all artists in the history of artists, like all amazing artists have been that. And that's fine. The difference is Frida Kahlo didn't have a Twitter. We can't go back and look at her tweets. Like, Basquiat wasn't on social media, you know, like, so I'm sure all these people that we admire and we hold self-esteem, like before the age of the internet, when everything was on record and everything was out for everybody to see, I'm sure they said some wild stuff. They probably said some wild stuff on record. It's just not as accessible. Like, I have this Basquiat book with all quotes from him, and there's just like an amazing page where he talks about like how he hates talking about art. It's just like so good. Yes, I literally turned to the page 83. If I tell the truth, I'm gonna, oh no, that's not it. Do you feel like talking about your paintings? And he said, let's just talk and get over it. And then it's a little quote that says, I hate talking about painting. I don't think it's good to be honest in interviews. I think it's better to lie. But like, if this stuff is tweeted by a current artist, that becomes a news story, right? It's different. David Lynch, yeah, that's another big creative there. I love David Lynch's weather reports. Yeah, Grimslow's older stuff is great, but Shinigami Eyes is also fantastic. I like both. I generally probably like more what her label picks rather than what she picks, because she's like just a little more out there and abstract, but I think she's great. Definitely an artist worth checking out the story of. She's really cool. All right. So that's my spiel. That was a nice little rant, little chat. Thank you all for hanging out today. This was like a longer stream than I expected, but I think we had fun. Keep making stuff. Keep executing on your artistic vision. Be smart about your strategies. Put your time into the things that are going to yield the most effort. Just because you see somebody successfully doing something on the internet does not mean that it'll necessarily work for you and what you're trying to do. So be laser focused on that. And please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on the video. You can check my music out on Spotify. You can become a member and get a free sample pack. You can also join our Discord server by hitting the join button. LA Winter says, this is good TV. We can have more like casual chatting streams as well. You know, I think that there's a place for that. Hope you all like this new camera angle. It's a lot easier on my neck. And that's it, my friends. Happy Sunday. I hope you all have a great week ahead. I'll see you all for TAETRO Talks on Tuesday. If you have suggestions for topics for the call-in show, I would love for you all to call into the show on Tuesday. You can call in on Zoom. You can ask a question. Don't call me asking for tech support, but if you have a question about being an artist, all this stuff we talked about, streaming, whatever. We can have some good chats. That'll be on Tuesday at 10 a.m. PST, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you all there. And that's it. All right, everybody. Enjoy the stream. You can rewind it and watch if you want to see more. I posted a video today. Please go watch it. I would greatly appreciate it. Please go watch the video I posted today. I'll see you all next time. All right, that's going to be it. Thanks so much for watching. This has been TAETRO. Have a good one.